don't know if anyone knows what the hell is going on out there right now as it pertains to the Steelers and trading for a receiver. First it was Ayuk. Now it's maybe T. Higgins. What the hell? Let's throw Justin Jefferson back into the mix. Why not? I think we're just pretty much at the same spot as where we have been over the last couple weeks, no matter what reports and rumors came out over this weekend. And that's, yeah, could the Steelers trade for a wide receiver? Are the Steelers interested in trading for a wide receiver? Yeah, I think so. Where there's smoke, there's some fire. Will it get done? What player? I don't think anyone really knows right now because there's so much conflicting reports and rumors that have been happening. Going back to Ayuk, that was like, what, 2-3 weeks ago? Maybe even a month ago. He tweeted at Mike Tomlin, hey, they're saying we look alike. There was something out there that the Steelers and the Jaguars were talking to the 49ers about a potential Ayuk trade. 49ers looking for a first rounder. Then like a day or two later, John Lynch dispels all those reports and says, no, we're not trading Ayuk. We're trying to get a long-term deal done. We're going to be in contract negotiations with him. All right, so Steelers Ayuk, that kind of died down. But then, just last week, I did an episode on it. Jason LaCanfora said the Steelers, don't be surprised if they make a move for a receiver. They have been trying to. They're looking for a big name. They could do it tomorrow. They could do it the week before the draft, the day before the draft, during the draft, but don't be surprised if that happens. Okay. Now we fast forward to this past weekend, Saturday. The Ayuk stuff gets brought up again. There was a leaked text message thrown out there. I guess someone close to the situation said Ayuk to the Steelers. It's going to be a done deal. I don't even know if it was a fake sports Twitter account or not. It had a blue check mark, but I've never heard of him before. They said Ayuk requested a trade. Steelers are one of the teams in the mix. So there was a lot of buzz, again, swirling about with Ayuk getting traded to the Steelers on Saturday. But also, like I said at the beginning, T. Higgins was being thrown into the mix. You had Andrew Filipponi saying the Steelers are having talks behind the scenes about trying to get the division rivals receiver over here. But no, it could be tough because you would be trading with the Bengals. And if you're trading within the division, you're always going to try to get one up on the team that you're trading with. It just is what it is. So, as we sit here today, T. Higgins says that he expects to be playing on the Bengals this year, and Brandon Ayuk's agent said that Ayuk has not requested a trade. So again, where does that leave us? In the exact same spot we were before the weekend reports and rumors. Yeah, are the Steelers maybe talking with teams? I guess. Yeah, who knows? Are they interested in trading for a receiver? It seems like it. Is the deal going to get done? I don't know. Conflicting reports all over the place. I would like a Brandon Ayuk on this team. I would like a T. Higgins on this team. Who wouldn't? But the question, as always, comes down to the cost. If it's a first-round pick, not feeling as good about that. A second-round pick seems more fair. Third-round pick, I think that's great value for the Steelers. But then, what's the cost of the contract extension that you're presumably going to have to give a Brandon Ayuk or a T. Higgins? 21, 22 million. I like that a lot. 25 million, that's probably fair. Devonta Smith just got 25 million with the Philadelphia Eagles per year. He had a contract extension. Was it yesterday? 3 for 75. So if Ayuk or T. Higgins got around 25 per, that's fair market value. I don't know how good I feel about that if I'm the Steelers, though, given that you already have a George Pickens on your roster. And I'm guessing you feel like he's your number one. He's going to be your future franchise that's going to be getting the contract that's going to be 25 plus million. Ayuk, T. Higgins, perhaps a little bit more proven. Perhaps. I mean, Pickens in his 2 years arguably has put up very similar production to what T. Higgins has put up in his first 2 years. Ayuk, yeah, I think he improved every year he's gotten into this league, has had the best year of those three receivers just in 2023. He had like 1,300 yards, 7, 8, or 9 touchdowns. I can't remember off the top of my head. But, I mean, Pickens is only in year 2. Ayuk's off year 4. like, we know what Pickens is, man. We know what he can be. And yeah, that's franchise type of receiver. And typically, with how you construct a roster in this league right now, you're not giving 25 plus million to two receivers on your team. I guess the Eagles are doing it right now. I guess they're doing it, but you can only have that last for like 1 or 2 years. That's not a long-term solution with how you spend your money as a team and allocate your resources to your roster. So yeah, I don't know how good I feel about paying an Ayuk or a Higgins 25 million per year. For this specific year, fine. I feel great about it because it shows that we're trying to go all in, build this roster up as best as we can with a Russell Wilson and a Justin Fields on cheap contracts. But for the future, yeah, it could be a problem. There could be discussions, but I also feel like, you see how it plays out. Like, I wouldn't be opposed to doing this deal, paying Ayuk or Higgins the proper market value, and then just see how 2024 plays out. Ask the questions later. Go all in now when you can, when you have this window with a cheap quarterback contract. And then, yeah, ask questions later. How does Pickens handle having another receiver like Ayuk or Higgins in the building? How does he handle that? How does he play in year 3? Does he live up to franchise caliber expectations? If not, maybe you're more apt to let him go, a la Chase Claypool. I don't think that's going to happen with Pickens. The only thing holding Pickens back is his attitude and how he conducts himself and handles himself. That's it, not the play on the field. Pickens is, I think, light years above Claypool in terms of just talent and what he does on the field. We do need some better effort from Pickens, and again, how he handles himself, the body language, all that. That's the only thing that's holding him back. Claypool had all the body language stuff, the potential locker room issues, but he wasn't the receiver that Pickens was either. So, like, he was a bad combination of it all, which is ultimately why we moved off of him in 2022. But yeah, you see how it plays out. Like, yeah, trade for Ayuk and Higgins, pay them their proper market value, see how Pickens plays, see how Muth plays. You got a Najee contract decision coming up within the month. I know you got to make that decision before the year, but even after, whether or not you pick up the 5th-year option or not, you could still be up in the air on whether or not you sign him long-term or he's going to be a long-term solution for you. So you can find out an answer for Najee for this season as well. Russell Wilson, Fields, what contracts are you giving either of those guys? So there's a lot of questions out there, but I would appreciate the effort. If the Steelers organization just said, F it, we think this receiver is going to improve our team, is going to be a catalyst for this team in 2024, and we can afford it. It might hurt us long term. It might. It may not, though, because we don't even know exactly what the future holds. There's a lot of uncertainty with the future and who we're going to be divvying up some of these contracts to right now. Because if Russell Wilson balls out, all right, you're talking about him potentially being your answer for the next 3 or 4 years. If he doesn't play so good, Justin Fields comes in, he plays good, he's maybe your long-term answer at quarterback. Again, how does Pickens play in year 3? Muth in year 4. How does he play? What type of contract are we looking at with him? I already mentioned Najee. So there's just a lot of questions, but the thing that you can answer right now is putting the best team possible out there for 2024 and try to win a Super Bowl. Buccaneers did it. Rams did it. Why can't the Steelers do it? We have Omar Khan. He'll be able to make the numbers work. And I have faith in him. Like, even if we do make a trade for an Ayuk or a T. Higgins, it's not going to kill our future because Omar Khan, up to this point, hasn't done the Steelers wrong yet. But, yeah, I guess that's it for today's vid. I wanted to talk some more about quarterbacks because almost like this receiver stuff, there's been so many conflicting reports out there on Russell Wilson, Justin Fields. Maybe I'll talk about that tomorrow. I want to do a mock draft in the next couple of days too, my second mock draft 2.0. So stay tuned for that. But I hope you guys enjoyed the vid today. Let me know your thoughts about Steelers and trading for a receiver. Who would you want? Who do you think would be the best fit for the team? I'm on record. I'm going to say Brandon Ayuk. I think he would be the perfect complement to Pickens. I think he'd be the perfect Deontay Johnson upgrade for a bunch of reasons I've already said. He's more physical than Deontay, better blocker than Deontay, can run routes about just as damn good as Deontay, but is more of a deep threat, faster than Deontay. So you combine all that, yeah, I think he would be a great fit with a George Pickens. And even in this Arthur Smith offense, mentioning, the blocking and his commitment to the run game. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay chilling. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Peace.